excuse me. We're gonna jump right back into it, exactly where we left off from the first one. But we've been on this screen long enough. Live from the 5 No, just fucking around. There's a lot of times I'm gonna be serious, a lot of times I'm gonna be goofy as fuck. But what's important is I'm gonna always be me. Always. Right here, me. Always. Hopefully you're able to do the same thing with yourself as well. But we're gonna jump into the game. Like I said, have a special visitor today. Her's very camera shy. It's okay, Husky. He's real precious too. Yeah, oh my goodness. Anyway. This. And that's about all. So you don't ever stick around for too long. That's alright. Okay. But I'm gonna try to pick back up where we left off. You have to focus on anything that's positive. It doesn't matter. God damn it, I don't care. I do not give a fuck what it is, okay? I don't give a fuck. You feel me? I don't have to. I don't give a fuck. Because if that's what you're focusing on, you're missing the message, okay? This is kind of like a point and click game, but as you guys saw on the screen, it did say we're going to dive into sewer side and shit like that. And I'm trying to, I know it is a very chasmic thought, but I try to be lighthearted. I try to take everything with a grain of salt, you know, and just kind of be lighthearted about every situation. And it's okay. Like sometimes, like I said before, sometimes I am the problem. You know, and sometimes you don't know that you're the problem until, like, you step back and you look and realize that you're the one making your own choices, man. You are. Nobody else. Nobody can take that away from you. Okay. There's always going to be people that try to compress your feelings and compress and just make you not feel like you matter. Like, fuck that. Get them people out your life, okay? Get that negativity out your life. Or don't. If you want to be miserable, that's okay. But I'm not, and I'm not gonna be. Like I said before, if you want to help, I'm here to help you. Okay, so. Um, I'm getting a little sleepy. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. So this game is gonna be, I feel like, how much I put in, like I'm gonna get back what I put into it. It's like right now I'm not gonna read all of this because I know it's probably some bullshit in a sense of like, I think I actually, I'm gonna have to actually do this shit. I'm gonna have, if I want to play this game right now, I'm gonna have to like read a bunch of shit and I think I'm kind of picking up what this game is putting down, but it's not ready. I'm not ready to do that because I'm supposed to pick through her memory files and delete the wrong thing. This is going to be a very cool game. I'm so glad I got it, but not right now. Not right now. There's just not a place for everything, and that's just not in the cards. Alright, what do we got going on here? Alright, I'm gonna erase all this shit right here, right now, and we're gonna start over. Because I know I'm gonna be spewing a lot at you guys, and I know it's overwhelming, and I know it's a lot to take in, but you're gonna have to deal with it because how do I put this? It definitely parallels to my life in a way, because my life has been chaotic, and as I'm sure a lot of people's, have, like, life is what you make it. Okay, we're gonna start with that. And that's a point blank period fact. Life is what you make it. I want some stupid idiot arguing with me. Oh, well, da 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 da. Well, because of, I'm not gonna hear it. I'm not gonna deal with that. I don't give a fuck. The only thing that I hear with all these words and all this energy, this bullshit you're trying to spread to me, is I don't wanna hear it. All I hear from that is excuse, 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 excuse. So, you want to be great, go be great. If you want to be a wage slave, do it. I don't give a fuck. Okay, right? kind of want to have some like music going, but I don't know, a thing with a lot of people is sometimes they feel stressed out because they are maybe they feel isolated or whatever. And I've said this before. My brain is just always on the go, man. It's always moving, always doing something. I gotta check in on this to make sure. All right, and see. I'm gonna clear up some misconceptions right now. There's gonna be people watching this eventually that see this and see that I'm wearing, that I have a pentagram on my shirt or whatever, the devil. Look, I love the imagery. I love all that shit. But you know what? Alright, so first of all, it's okay to feel like you're better than other people. I don't want to play Grand Theft Auto. I thought I did, but I think I just want to listen to some tunes or put on a show or something. I need something that'll help me stay focused, but start. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, and because. Okay. Okay. Focus is important. And I'm still struggling with it. I'm still working on it myself. But if you can't stay focused, and that's not the only piece of the puzzle. Okay, there's many. It's like a little math equation. It's like focus, balance, there's a lot going on. I'm trying to cycle through it so that I start licking the top, the roof of my mouth, and that feels sus. That was embarrassing, what I just did. I don't know why I did that either. That was really silly. And that whole, and this is an example too, if I focused on that situation and let it bothered me. Like, oh shit, I just embarrassed myself in front of the whole world. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh well. That's part of it. Sometimes. And I say focus is important, and because I'm not focused, obviously, I'm not as focused as I need to be. Obviously, it's we're having issues here. But the thing with embarrassment is, like, especially if someone sees you do something sus, like, you know, the thing about that is, like, yeah, it happened. You saw it happen. They saw it happen. And yeah, they're probably gonna react to it because it makes them feel some type of way, right? But I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna focus on it. Cause I can, just as I'm sitting here, like, it's so easy to just thoughts that aren't supposed to be there are, you know, it's just an example of like the powerfulness of like the brain waves, light waves, and I don't want to have to dumb myself down for people that like don't understand common like factual science. And yes, I was one of those people for a while. I was a dummy ass bozo for a while, and I do question everything still, but and that's okay. You're supposed to question everything, but my point to that was I wasn't asking the right questions, okay, and I didn't give a fuck about nothing. So it was like, like fuck science, bro. I don't give a fuck about science. Science is cool. That's what, when I was asked, look, 10th grade chemistry class, I had a 17 grade, and that's not like some bullshit geriatrics story I'm trying to like sell you on. I had a teacher that didn't give a fuck. Or no, she gave a fuck. That's not the problem. The problem was that she didn't know what she was talking about, and I knew that, and like I wasn't sure exactly. I can't explain it exactly, but when something's off, you know it's off, and you don't know exactly what it is, but you know there's a way to be like, okay, that's weird. Let me see what I can like, see why that's that way, right, so to speak. I don't know. I do know what I listen to. I've gotten in this, and I know a lot of people are like this too. They get in this thought pattern. That was something I wanted to. You get in these thought patterns that you feel like you're stuck in, and you feel like you have to be on time, doing this, like every single time, like routine style shit, right? And then once you start doing that routine, whatever the routine is, whether it's good or bad, that's a different conversation. But you get into that routine, and it's hard to break the cycle because your brain and your body becomes used to doing that bullshit, the same bullshit. So, for example, if you wake up at 6 a.m. every morning, and you, I don't know, run and fucking exercise and blah blah blah, right? You're, where was it going? Okay, you do all this shit, right? You're 6 a.m. breakfast, boom, boom, boom. You do all this, right? Okay. And just stop thinking. I just need to draw, and then I can demonstrate my thoughts from the drawings that I present. I think that might be the best situation to go forward. We'll try this. Start with the cramps. Okay, so person A. Right, so we're gonna get rid of this. We can even do this with, of course, the fucking pens are. I can do. I get this one. Okay. Okay. How's my neck? Ooh. Okay, synchronicity. I can't spell that, but maybe I can. It's probably sound like it's spelled. Anyway, the spelling's not important because if I focus on the spelling of the word, I'm gonna forget and lose focus. Boom, that's the key word. I'm gonna lose focus because I'm focusing on something else. And you're gonna hear me throw all these examples out to you, like, and it's gonna seem random, but you're gonna hear every single word that I say may not apply to you, but you're gonna hear some words that I say that will apply to you. So just take what works and get rid of what doesn't. Okay. We got that out of the way. Synchronicity within yourself. That's very important. It's like, and that kind of goes back to the time thing. Okay. Okay, well, fuck ever, right? Okay, time is irrelevant. That was the thought that I was kind of circling around. Because we all get in this. I say we all, generally speaking. That's coming from my past way of thinking, I guess you could say. And my thing too is I get so nervous and anxious inside when I or when I'm not able to like fully get my words out on with my thoughts, or like I don't know, someone's being impatient with me, I'm like fuck. Or like, you know, anybody can relate to this. I don't want to say it. If you can, I'm speaking wrong, and I've been doing that. That's the problem. Saying words out of. I need to think before I speak. And that's a very common problem we have in America too. Is a lot of people don't do that, myself included. For the longest time, I just like something would pop in my head, boom, and I would say it. I'm like, that was fucking dumb. Did you even think about that? No. And a lot of people don't fucking think about shit. They don't think at all. But fucking, that's the problem. They don't. If they do think, their thoughts are manipulated by other people or presences, right, in the atmosphere. And to what degree how true this is, I don't know. I know your mind is powerful. I know your mind is strong. I know. I was watching this video on YouTube, and they were saying, "Oh shit, what was that about, dude?" I know I'm in control of my thoughts, but sometimes I'm thinking too much shit at once. And that's not bad. Like, a lot of people try to be like, oh, that's this, you have a problem because of da da da. I need to do my nails too. I'll do that for work. But I think about a thing and then I try to start explaining that or talking about that thing, and then a moment will flash that like kind of like loops around, and that's like time is kind of like the solar system in a sense. I think that's a good analogy. I don't really have like a okay. Okay, you motherfuckers are gonna have to use something that you got up here, alright? It's called imagination. Right? Y'all heard of that shit before, right? Okay. Don't worry about the people, don't focus on the people. That's something that was an exercise I started to think about, lost focus, and not necessarily lost complete focus, but I had too many thoughts about the topic that I wasn't prepared for, I wasn't ready for, and it just kind of overwhelmed me. We'll circle back to that. And that's good. Circle is a good word. I'm glad I said that, because time is a circle. Time is a flat circle. Okay. It's time. Because everything that exists in our reality because we perceive it. Okay. There's your brain has more power than thousands of, I don't know the number exactly, but of computers. And I would look right now. I guess I could look right now because my phone's right here. Why am I making excuses? Okay, what was the question? And when you start kind of how like I'm doing right now, I'm getting overwhelmed. And I'm not just telling you this, I'm telling me this too, because I struggle with it a lot. Take a deep breath. Stop. If you start, like, if your energy is unbalanced, and you know what the fuck I mean, like, if if you feel something is off, it's off. You know what I mean? Okay. And that energy is off balance, right? But yeah, the energy's off balance, but where are you going with that? It's frustrating that I have one day I'm gonna have that Google Vision Pro thing. I think it is very scary and ridiculous, and the future is scary with AI. That's a different conversation for a different video. But that thing I think would help me in, because I could have, not even just for the thought I have right now about, so I could take my notes like and just write, have a bunch of shit, and I put this headset on, right, and everything that I write down, obviously, yeah, I can like read from my phone, I can do that now, but it's not the same as having an entire screen in front of my face. I don't know how big it is on that. I'm really excited to test it out. I wonder I wanted to try to find out how to be like a guinea pig for some shit, because people get paid to like do tests, and life is a fucking test. I've been tested. I think some tests are fine. I like doing some. Okay, this is gonna be a weird position. I'm gonna do some weird shit, but I have to pop my leg, my knee. Oh, y'all hear that? Oh. I have to do shit like that all the time. And it's both ankles, it's my back, it's always my fingers, my neck, everything. That's like, hold up. I don't know if you heard that. But that was my spine. I feel good. I feel great though after that. It's just weird that has to happen so frequently. It's explainable, I'm sure, but I don't want to think about that right now. I'm gonna go back to something that's very important: synchronicity within yourself. Like, again, I'm just laying pieces of the puzzle down for you. I can't give you any specific order to put them in or any shit like that, okay? But if anything that I say can apply to your life, take it and fucking use it. And because I don't give a fuck about what you feel or any of that, but my thoughts, my opinion, and a lot of people don't give a fuck how I feel or think, and that's great. And that's the good thing about this is you're allowed to have an opinion. It's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to be different from other people. It's okay. It's okay. God damn it, it's okay to be yourself. Just be yourself. I'm gonna preach that a lot too, because I fell out of that, man. There was this weird era, 2016, when I know we started talking about that earlier. 2016, I was becoming a better version of myself, and I knew I was excelling, and I knew, just like right now in this very moment, like a few days ago when I had this other like next like mental breakthrough or whatever. 2016, I knew it. Like maybe like late 2015 even, I changed it and I made my life different, and one of my closest friends, Jordan, not LG, but the but another Jordan. We'd been through the ringer together, and, you know. But without him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now at this very moment. So I'm forever grateful for him for that. I mean, and not just one time. There's a handful of times that I probably should have been dead, or like he could have made a decision to like put my life on some hoe shit, and he never did. You know, and you need to find people like that, because you are what you surround yourself with. Like, and this is time, but for now, this is kind of like my circle of friends, right? I don't have, and you don't need to either. You don't need to have a whole bunch of friends, right? A whole friend. Like it's quality over quantity. Yes, that's the one. Quality over quantity. You want a better. I would rather have 5 good friends than 20 people that I can just shoot the shit with, right? I guess. Because you need to be around people that bring substance to your life, okay? And my boy Bert, he's another one that, and I'm not trying to say too much on like right now, because I know, like I said, I'm all over the place. We'll do this with the board, because all over the place. I'm all over the fucking place, right? That's my fucking thoughts, bro. These are my thoughts. As you see me drawing, like this little vortex and this chasm commits these waves, right? I don't want to get too scientifical, and that was what I was trying to do earlier, and I was getting stressed out because I was like trying to dive into the science side of everything. I'm not trying to do that. Like, fact is fact, and science is, life is an equation, life is math, life is numbers, life is, every number you see around you is a number that, for example, let's see, I'm going to say angel numerology. Let me see something here. Hold up. My phone's on some weird shit and it's bothering me, so I gotta kind of eradicate some inner demons right now. Alright, get all that bullshit out of here. We're done. I got all that bullshit out of here. Okay, angel. God damn, I can't spell. Angel numerology. And if you hearing some of these words that I say and you're like, that's fucking weird as shit, that's sus, this kid doesn't know what he's talking about, he's crazy, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not crazy. You thinking that I'm crazy for being enlightened in a way that you are not is not crazy, okay? And I want everybody to experience this enlightenment. I want everybody that wants to be happy and that wants to live life and be their self and be the best version of themselves that they can be. I want to be there to help them along the way. And I'm going to mentor. Maybe that's a weird word, and I might use words. You may hear me say some words that like may not fit the puzzle. And again, life is a puzzle, you know, and sometimes you need pieces to the puzzle, okay, like in Tetris, like if you don't, the blocks don't fall in the right thing, okay, when they're falling down, like block, and it doesn't land in the right thing, it throws off the synchronicity, okay, right, the balance, throws off the balance, right, okay, because the, shit, you're getting the point, okay, I'm getting the important shit across. You know, it's taking me a long time. Where are we at? I probably don't have much time left on this video. But I'm not done yet at all. So if I lose you guys here, we're gonna follow up. Okay. Maybe so. We might actually be winding down for the night, actually, because I have a lot to say, but I don't want to stay up all night saying it, if that makes sense. I do have to work today, and I'm not making an excuse, I'm just laying out the realistic existence of that reality. Is I slept in, I was on a weird, like, I stayed up, you know, I said in another video, I stayed up until like almost 11 o'clock, or no, I lied, closer to 10 o'clock when I actually fell asleep, because I stayed up from the night before, went and got breakfast and filmed some shit, you know. Because another thing is, you have to always be moving forward, always work on your goals, always. And that's another, like, I need to write these words down as I think about them consistent. But at the same time, I don't want to get too deep into that. There's a math equation with, like, consistency and focus and balance and a few more words, and in this video you're probably not going to hear all of that, but just be patient, stick around, follow along, and everything's going to make sense eventually. I promise. Everything is going to make sense. Okay, everything will make sense. You gotta, rest, that's another word you can add into that equation. And fulfilled. You need fulfillment in your life, right? And if you don't have that, you gotta get there somehow. And it's all, and like I said, I'm giving you the pieces to the puzzle, but I can't put it together for you, man. It's your life. You have to, you know what works for you and what doesn't. I'll do what I can to help, but it's not like that. It's warm in here. I said, oh, it's hot as fuck in here, and I got up, and maybe you felt like I was trying to blame someone else, and maybe I was, but that's not the reality. The reality is I'm warm because I'm wearing fucking sweatpants. And it got shit to do with my, like, the AC's on, good temperature. Like,